Rob Sinclair reports.
The Buffalo Bills are led by a 67-year-old head coach and a quarterback who's 36. They're the NFL's aging Warriors, a geriatric juggernaut that refuses to give up on its Super Bowl dream.
No good. Wide right.
Bunch of Washington Redskins and a disappointed Marv Levy.
I wonder what effect losing for the third time has on the near future of this franchise.
Something to ponder.
Dick, that's almost painful to look at the Buffalo bench. Anyone who has ever been an athlete, been part of a team, to be so close, so often, and come away short.
Of course, the irony of losing 4 straight Super Bowls is getting labeled a loser in spite of all the winning it takes to get there. But even now, for Buffalo, the challenge remains the same, to get better as it gets older.
The Bills roster reads like the cast of 30-something. 7 regulars are now 30 and older, but remain as committed to the cause as when they were young.
The work ethic of our players has been excellent. I think they're tuned in. I can't say that there's never an instance where I don't get upset once in a while about a play or two, but overall I think they've come in well prepared and with a very good professional attitude and approach.
The Bills' approach has always been to run the ball more than anyone else, to use Thurman Thomas and drive it down a defense's throat. But with all due respect to Thomas, it's Jim Kelly who personifies that approach, driven by a rage to win and a promise by ownership that he'll be compensated whether he wins or not.
Something I wanted. I trust Ralph. He's been almost like a family member to me, not only to myself, but my whole family. So handshake to me is good enough.
Of course, the question remains, is Kelly good enough? Have years of poundings punished him to the point where he plays purely with pride? Can the offensive line turn back enough defenders and give Kelly enough time to turn back the clock?
You know, he needs to take as little punishment as possible, and, it's up to us up front. And last year we did a good job of keeping people off him, and hopefully this year we can build on that. We get some veterans up there, and we have some veteran backups that have gotten some time under fire. So hopefully if some people do, get injured, we have some guys that come in and just pick up the slack.
Steve Entman on the field with the rush, and the ball is dropped by Andre Reed.
Something Andre Reed was unable to do last year, but is back to do this year. He and Kelly have fashioned a relationship for the ages, one that turned sour, but according to Kelly, is once again sweet.
Andre and myself have been a 1-2 connection for so many years. We're right up in the top 3 as far as touchdown passes in the history of the NFL. So anytime that comes out and the way he works out and gets himself ready for each season, it's only a plus for the Buffalo Bills and, of course, our passing game.
A passing game that now includes Quinn Early, another ageless old-timer, but a newcomer to Kelly's K-Gun offense.
It takes a while to get that camaraderie, that chemistry going, but right now the key is communication, and we've been communicating very well together, Jim and myself, and he lets me know what he expects, out of his receivers. He'll come tell me, like before last game, he came in to let me know, this is what I'm looking for this game, this is what you need to do on these certain routes, and I did it. Things worked out, and we hooked up a couple of times, and it's coming.
Coming like blitzing Bruce Smith, a devastating force on defense, a man-mountain who for 12 years has blown holes in opposing offensive lines and made many a quarterback pay the price, but an all-pro who never claims to know it all.
There's a lot of reads, making sure that I'm not making any mistakes like I've been known to do in the past, such as offsides. I just want to concentrate on small areas right now and just make improvements every day so I can be ready to go.
And led by Smith, the defense is the backbone of the Bills, relentless in its pursuit of success and opposition running backs. The strength of that spine is now Chris Spielman, the always intense inside linebacker brought in to replace the popular and productive Cornelius Bennett.
Well, it's a great opportunity to win a Super Bowl, I hope. That's the main objective and the approach of the team. There's been a lot of individual success, but there's never been the ultimate success, and that's to win it all.
He brings a toughness and a run-stop ability to the team that, everybody said we lacked. I didn't think it was that bad, but, he's a good leader. He's got you know, a lot of experience in the league, and you know, he knows how to get it done.
And getting it done is what Buffalo's all about. Others rebuild, but the Bills retool, relying on the wisdom of an age-old coach who relies on an age-old quarterback with an age-old playbook. Turn the page, and it's the same old play we saw last year and the year before. But in the football world, where practice makes perfect, the Bills will use the play again. But is it good enough to win with?
Ask me that question after the season.